Talofa. I'm joined here with our expert commentators from Samoa, by Masanu'u and Tom. Mahalo. We have 2 courses today. 24 kilometers open a woman, so they go outside and then they turn around the buoy. And then for the other waves, we have an inside course.
Talafalava, and welcome to our 4th day of the IVF World Distance Championships held here in the beautiful islands of Samoa. And we're coming to you live from the beautiful town of Apia. There will be, in this second race for today, we have 3 waves in race 2. Or 4 waves, sorry, in race 2. The first wave, we have the V6 Open Women teams or countries competing in the 24-kilometer race, which will go out towards the northeast of Apia coastline. And then followed by the second wave, which is the V1 Mastermen 75 and the V1 Mastermen 80, and they are going west within the lagoon. So they're inside the reef. They do not go outside the reef. So we have two directions or 2 courses happening at the same time. We have the 24-kilometer race going northeast towards Lauli'i and Fa'ali'i and Lauli'i, and then making the turn around from there to come back into Apia Harbor for the laps, for the 24 kilometers. This is for the V6 Open Women. We have 19 countries competing in the Open Women division for the V6. We have Wallace and Futuna. Bonjour, Wallace and Futuna. Talofalava from Samoa. Kia ora from Aotearoa, New Zealand. Maloelelei from Tonga. Rapa Nui, bonjour. Great Britain, good day, hello. From Palau, they will be in canoe 7. And in canoe 8 is Peru. In canoe 9 is Hawaii. Then we have the United States of America, and then Singapore, New Caledonia, Australia, Cook Islands, Brazil, Fiji, Tahiti, Canada, and Germany. So those are the 19 countries competing in the V6 Open Women 24-kilometer race going northeast outside of Apia Harbor. and then followed by the second wave of V1 Mastermen 75 and V1 Mastermen 80s. From Brazil, for the V1 Mastermen 75, we have Louis Colho. From Hawaii, James Kola. From USA, we have Richard Ongert. And Canada, Terry Curtis. These are the 4 competitors for the V1 Mastermen 75. For the V1 Mastermen 80, we have 3 competitors, and they are Gaylord Wilcox from Hawaii, John Court from Great Britain, Michael Coleman from Brazil. So these are the 3 V1 Mastermen 80. In wave number 3, we have V1 Master Women 70. And we have 5 countries competing in this category. We have Mary Lou Finney from Canada, Kura Heke from Aotearoa, New Zealand, Linda Robb from Hawaii, Rose Edivine from Australia, and Julieta da Silva from Brazil. Followed by the V1 Master Women 75 category, we have 3 countries competing in this race. We have Gayleen Siasia from Aotearoa, New Zealand, Barbara Lates from USA, and Mo from Canada. And our last and final wave, we have the V1 para women. We have 3 countries competing here. And these are from Germany, we have Anja Pierce. Great Britain, we have Ellie Field. And also another from Great Britain, Anne Usher. So these are the 4 waves that we have. No, these are the 4 waves that we have for this race 2, starting very soon. And so, as I said earlier, we have 2 courses. We have the V6 going out northeast, outside of the harbor, and then all the V1 categories or races will be within the lagoon, and they will be turning when they leave the Apia Harbor, they're turning left to go within the lagoon towards the west part side.
Conditions report and Aloha everyone. Yeah, we're just waiting for the next start. We have the V6 women's starting soon, and yeah, we've got beautiful conditions. It's a little light winds. There is a bit of groundswell out there. It's about 11 knots of wind, so we could see a few whitecaps. Should make it for some fun racing as we head on out into the ocean.
Talofa lava maroto for. So here we have the Rapa Nui flag there on screen now. That was interesting coming from Paul there, out on the water. They're talking about the white caps. You know, I think we all agree that's going to be awesome awesome racing, especially in the V6s, to see these va'a fly out there and see these open women paddlers do what they do best, work together as a team and make these va'a fly. I'm just, while I'm sitting here in the commentary box, I'm just trying to contain my excitement because I am here with the living goat, Zita, you know, the greatest of all time out here in the waters of Samoa. I'm trying to, you know, just relax and try and soak in all this experience that's around me. Kingi on my right and Zita on my left, and the newbie in the middle, Gi. I'm going to try and be as professional as possible. I'm sorry, Zita, if I get a bit too excited, but no, I'm very excited to be calling this race alongside you. So, beautiful conditions out here.
Thank you so much, Tom. And it's really fantastic to be co-commentating with you and Kingi. Hi. Oh my gosh, we're all in orange. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome day. And like what Tom was saying, we're looking forward to some riding waves out there for the V6s. And hopefully we will not have any collisions out there or any sort of complaints coming in, because this is going to be an absolutely fantastic and exciting race, the V6 for the open women. And I'm sure that they're also looking forward to, you know, just itching to get out there on the ocean and see who's going to come out in the front. But yeah, welcome again, Tom. It's lovely to have you back here on the island. Yeah. Yes, that's good.
Just with the open category, this is the elite of the elite for our va'a world. You know, our juniors are always trying. They're going to be trying to make this team when they get older. And when you pass the open stage, you get to us masters. You know, at least we know we've done our best while we're in the open category. You guys have all been blessed to be there. I kind of bypassed the open and came in with maturity or immaturity or something like that, just to keep the energy on the va'a alive. But and it's beautiful having you here, Zita, you know, to represent our women, because as you know, as men and women, we all think differently, we all act differently on the va'a as well. So bringing your experience and your knowledge of how women think out there while they're competing is going to be awesome to see. And with these live shots out there with our drone pilots getting up close and personal with our paddlers out there, it's going to be awesome to see. So I know this whole week has been filled with a lot of drama, tension, and you know, especially when it comes to these turn-in rules. So what's happened is our IVF committee have sent us the diagrams of the rules, explaining the rules on what happens at these turn-in buoys. So on the screen now, we have the first, so there's 3 different scenarios, and this is the first scenario that's on screen now. As you can see, if there's 3 va'a arriving at the turning buoy, in this scenario here, va'a A has right of way over B and C, clearly shown on this diagram. So boat B has right of way over boat C. So that's pretty plain and simple, this one. This is self-explanatory, this scenario. Now, this is where it gets interesting and where our steerers will be trying to get on these kind of lines. So in this scenario here, boat A, or va'a A, has right of way over B and C, as it's fully clear. It's past boat B and C. Now, boat B must not impede A, nor can boat C. So they both boat B and C have to stay clear of boat A. So they have to do whatever they can to not impede. That might mean take the pressure out, slow down, stop paddling, whatever it is. Now, so B has to actually go wider of boat A, can't cut in front of C. But in this one, boat C has right of way over boat B because it has the inside line. So boat B cannot impede boat C. So the diagram is actually very clear there. And now this next scenario is what's commonly happening out there, where a lot of confusion is caused here. Now, you've got boat A in front, you've got boat B behind boat A, and now you've got boat C in between. So boat C has the right of way over both boat A and B, regardless of that whether boat A is in front. Boat C has the right of way. So boat A has the right of way over B, but boat A cannot impede boat C. So boat A has to actually go wide and give way to boat C to make that turn. So boat B cannot impede either A or B. And because those diagrams are out on the water, for our race director to explain this visually for all those who don't speak either Samoan or English, we use our va'a jandals. And I think some of those jandals might have been mine because mine went missing yesterday, and now I know where to find it. So they're actually there, and this is what all the paddlers and the steerers will get. They will have a look at the diagram, and then they will get the va'a jandals out, and they will be shown exactly what we've tried to explain here. And hopefully this clears up some confusion over what's happening or why some of these calls have been made. And just to let you know, us here in the commentary box, we don't make the rules. So if you're going to come, the comments that we're coming with, we will redirect you back to the IVF committee. So you can get an explanation from them as well. So be nice, be kind, and let's paddle hard, and we'll see you at the start line very shortly.
Loving the comments coming through from online viewers. Whaafetai lava mo le aloha, whaafetai fo'i mo le support. And the explanation given by Tom using the jandal analogy it's been really good. But that explanation of how of the different scenarios that we have witnessed over the last few days when all boats arrive to a turning point or a buoy on who has to give way to who. And that's been clearly now explained by Tom Tedrow, but also given out to all the steerers and the teams prior to their races, so that they know exactly what is what comes out of what they have to do when they come to a turning point. Just so that if they do put in a complaint, whether they know that they were in the right or wrong, but the steerer has to know what they have to do once they get to a turning point, and there's 3 or 4 of them arriving at the same time. So if your steerer knows exactly what they have to do, he has to make the call on when to turn or whether to go wide. So this is where it comes down to the knowledge of being totally alert out there, especially when it comes to a turning point, because as we all know, the turning point can change the positioning of your boat quite dramatically. And if you're also manage to ride away when you're turning, it just absolutely it's a changing. It's where we see a lot of changes in positioning.
That's absolutely right. Loving how even at international event, the jandals is still a universal explanation. And it's also when you get things a little bit wrong, those jandals are also used as a reminder. So, as a reminder of what I just showed you. So, this is awesome. So if you are tuning in from around the world, it's all about culture. It's all jandals all day, every day. That's right. Even in winter, we're wearing jandals. So if you are tuning in from around the world, thank you all for your support and of our paddlers out there on the water. The heat is heating up. We're looking at a cool 29 degrees out there now, even though it's saying it feels like 34. So it is heating up. There is a stronger breeze now that we're feeling here on land. So you can only imagine what's happening out there on the water for the V6s. So we've just got clarification on the course of the inside course. They are actually heading out following the same as the V6s, but they turn at the channel marker. And then they come back in, and then they're going to come back into the lagoon. So they're not even going to go into the lagoon. They're going to come back into the harbor and just do that circuit. So the conditions are suiting them to go out there. But again, it is Va'a, and the course may change just before the start line, but our paddlers will be prepared just for their safety as well. So it's a beautiful day out here in Samoa, the Apia Harbor. So looking forward to this start line, where our open women are going to be ready to compete here at the World Distance Championships 2023 in beautiful Samoa.
Day 4 of the IVF. Of Samoa. Here you're looking at our beautiful tenement building with the round dome on it, which is a Samoan fale. Offices are housed, including the ministries of government. And right behind or in front of it, looking out to the seaside, you're looking at where we are broadcasting from right now, the village for the Va'a, where all the athletes come in to hang out and to watch the big screens for the races. And then we also have our timers here in the tents. You're looking at all our timers. Say hi. They're the ones that time all the boats when they come in to the finish line. And this is the whole Va'a village for the IVF World Distance Championships. and all the and also to buy any merchandise. And we're coming back to a visual now of Apia Harbour and Apia Beach. The V6 Open women are now launching their canoes in the water, getting ready for the start of the first wave for this race 2 of day 4 for our IVF World Distance Championships in Apia. We have 19 countries competing in the V6 Open Women, and they are Germany, Canada, Tahiti, Fiji, Brazil, Cook Islands, Australia, New Caledonia, Singapore, USA, Hawaii, Peru, Palau, Great Britain, Rapa Nui, Tonga, Aotearoa, New Zealand, Wallis and Futuna, and Samoa. So these are your 19 countries V6 Open Women competitors for the first wave of race number 2 today, Thursday, the 16th of August. Sorry, 17th of August. Right, they're now heading out to the start line. In Canoe 18, you're looking at Canada in their orange uniform. Heading out to the start line. So 19 teams will be competing in this division for the V6 Open Women.
Well, this is very exciting to see now. Finally, we're getting our Open Women out there to the start line. And again, just an explanation on the start line rules as well. You've got your 2 starting buoys, the 2 yellow buoys there where the paddlers have to start. Then we have we have a white flag, a red flag, black flag, and a green flag. So the white flag, so the paddlers will stay quite a distance back from the buoys until they see the white flag, which signals them to let them know that the race is about to start. And then they will paddle up to the start line on that white flag. They will then see a red flag come up. And this is where the paddlers will set up and get ready to go. Now, if any va'a crosses the start line, a black flag will be raised at the same time as the red flag. And this will signal any va'a that is in front of the start line to then give them an opportunity to back paddle behind the start line. And only then will the black flag go down and a green flag will go up, signaling the start of the race. Now, in the unfortunate event that if the black flag stays up while the green flag goes, whichever va'a, that means that there was a va'a in front of the starting line, and that va'a will be penalized. And a time penalty will be added onto their finishing time, and that will give them their closing time there. So there's a lot of technical things happening at the start line as well, but that's what these elite paddlers are all trained to do. So not only do they work on their distance training, they also got to work on holding this va'a behind the start line. So this is going to be very exciting to watch, and we'll get some clear indicators of the strong va'a at the front there as they launch on the start.
Yeah, the start line is it really shows the synchronicity of a team and their steerer when they can hold the boat and it's blowing out there at the start line, but they can hold it steady without moving too much from from their position, and that their bow is in the right direction, and that they're not going to be tangled up with another canoe next to them. So yeah, it's a lot of practice for start lines, and also for the turns when you come to the different buoys for the turning, because as we said before, it can change the positioning of your boat when you come to the turns. So it's all really teamwork and working, knowing how your how your teammates respond to each other.
You can just see the focus on the ladies already. I know they're just loading onto the va'a now, but this is where a lot of the technical aspect of the sport comes into play, where they're, the steerer call 1 and 2, draw on the right, draw on the left, and drawing on the right really risks the va'a from tipping over. So they counterbalance already. So the battle actually starts at the start line, or before the race actually starts. So
I can see a blue team there saying their last, their prayers for the day, for the race. And it looks like it's Team Samoa before they get into their canoe. Yeah. Molia tule, le lofaanga fo ia in tatou team o mai Samoa, le te vai atu o le uniform blue o lan moana. Good luck, girls, on your race for this morning. And to all the women from all the different countries here, all lining up now in Apia Harbour, the best of luck for this race. It's such a beautiful day here in Apia and in the islands. We've had some rainy weather at the beginning of the tournament, but today is blistering hot and the winds have picked up outside. You're looking at around 29 degrees Celsius. It could be a bit more now. Now we're seeing the canoes heading out to the start line. There's 19 countries competing. And it's going to be absolutely exciting race for this one, for the Open Women V6. Tom has just shown me now we're at 30 degrees Celsius today, and it's going to continue to climb as we head into the afternoon. So this is a beautiful shot here of the canoes and the teams, different countries, heading out to the start line with Apia town in the background.
And just while our Open Women are heading towards the start line, just a reminder that we do have 4 waves in this race. We do have 4 waves. So bear with us as we try and navigate our way through to give you as many possible updates as we can. But keeping in mind, we've got the V6s heading out into the open. We've got the next 3 waves after them staying within the inside of the harbour. So we'll try our best to give you all the updates on the placings. But if we don't manage to see your country on there, just know that we are giving them all the love and support online that we can. And we'll try and relay all the messages of love and support for them during the race. But what a beautiful shot of the va'a heading out there. And for those who haven't been out on a race start, just keep your eye on how close these va'a get to each other. And it is very unforgiving out there. If you're in my way, you're in my way, I'm in yours. And the whole aim is to try and get clear so you keep your va'a safe to finish the race. As we saw earlier in the week as well, there's a couple of crash and bash out there. So good luck to these ladies. We're going to see some wahine toa out there. We're going to see all the mana out there. So stay nice and relaxed and hydrated at the same time, because this heat is something else.
Yeah, we're looking now at Team Nouvelle Caledonian and USA just behind them, heading up to the start line. And number 3, or this is number 8, canoe 8, that's Peru on the screen, and 12 or 17 behind is Tahiti. So Peru and Tahiti in the screen right now. And in front of us is Nouvelle Caledonian, Team New Caledonia in number 12. All coming into the lineup, and USA in the blue. In front of us in green is Cook Islands, and they're in number 14. Yeah.
Bearing in mind, this is the best of the best open elite women. And there's Team Samoa and Va'a number 2. And 12 is New Caledonia creeping on the inside there. On the outside, sorry. But this is for Team Samoa. So much pride to be here in the host country, representing home. And we have Team Palau here in Va'a number 7. And Fiji in number 16 there, and Va'a number 16 on the outside of Palau there. And here we are with the Va'a all lining up.
For our Team Samoa in the competition, we just got given the names of all the girls who are paddling in this team for the open women. In number 1 is Maxine Mailo. In number 2, Marcelina Tufunga. In number 3, Leata McCarthy. Number 4, Maggie Silva. Number 5, Tafa Fuimono. And the steerer, Wilma Tupu. These are the names of the paddlers or the competitors on Team Samoa in canoe number 2.
And just with Wilma Tupu, she was also a paddler in the J19 Samoa team. So now here she is steering the open women team. So what an honor. And as you can see on screen, we have the white flag, which signals the race start. Red flag. Here we go. Now they are ready to go. The paddlers will be on standby. And there we go. We got paddles up there and they're off. Here we go. The Open Women's Division at the World Distance Championships 2023 here in beautiful Samoa. And they're away. And there we go. You can see what a beautiful shot here.
Yes, it's tight in the start when all the boats are heading out together, and we have it's just absolutely fantastic view right now of all the teams when they head out from the start line. It's an amazing view, that one.
And this is where it gets interesting, where if the steerers aren't on and they're not aware, their Va'a will veer off and smash into another Va'a, which is what we don't want. But this is where the steerers are so important to be alive and aware of what's happening. There's Va'a coming from the left, the right, on behind, and if you get clipped on the back, that would literally T-bone the Va'a, and you'll be literally facing the wrong way, which hasn't happened here, which is awesome. And keep in mind, this is only the start. And look at how close these Va'a are getting to each other. So exciting to see. And with the Ama riding hard up against another Va'a, that forces all the paddlers to paddle on one side. And that affects the way they run as well. And the energy, look at that. So you can see the Ama and everyone is now on the left side of their Va'a. And this will really test the endurance of these paddlers and the strength to be able to just maintain. Oh, there we go. Awesome to see the way they navigate themselves out of this this race start. Oh, this is so exciting. And just the ability to disrupt each other's runs and there's a little clip at the back there. And there's a steerer working hard to not get T-boned there. It's like, oh, and a crash. Oh, and another one. Oh, there we go. There it is. And this is the battle that we were talking about that causes a lot of either damage to the va'a, and it also impacts their race as well. And now the mental ability for these paddlers to just reset, check that their va'a is okay, reset themselves and go. It is a long race and it is only the beginning. So the team who went wide was a very smart move there tactically. And now we have a nice little bunch there. You know, so they're not out of danger yet. But around this moment here, they should be going into what they call the open stroke soon. And now it's a game of efficiency and power at the same time.
Yeah, it looks like we've got 3 now have taken the lead and have put some distance between themselves, which is really a fantastic position to be in. But the lot that we see coming from behind in the second body of canoes, they're still quite bunched up. But the currents when you're coming out of Apia tends to push you together as well, because you've got the currents coming from the east, and they tend to push you while you're trying to head out, head out east. Either way that that second bunch is going out, they're heading towards like straight north. But we've got now the readings. Aotearoa is in the front, USA in second, and Hawaii in third. So Aotearoa has pulled out of this of the second, the two USA and Hawaii, but my gosh, it's so amazing.
Such amazing to see, and this is where the tactics of the steerers come in. They'll try and use the ama of their va'a to disrupt the run of the other without trying to crash into them, and it's all just tactical now. And as they approach the first channel marker, that'll turn them, and they'll turn right, slight right at the top of the marker here and head out into the open ocean. And this appears to be an amazing battle between the top three.
Yeah, we're coming to the first buoy for the turn, and they're not turning here, they're going straight out. But New Zealand, Aotearoa is still in the front, followed by Team USA and Hawaii right behind them.
We just see the New Zealand ladies passing through the red channel marker in front, closely followed by USA and then Hawaii, first, second and third. These three have made a break on everyone else. We have the next bunch here, who is led by China and then New Caledonia and Cook Islands coming up around the red marker now. So yeah, it's looking like a three-way battle at front for now, but it's early days. We'll see how it pans out.
So it must be really, really hot out there, because Paul mentioned China. It's actually Tahiti out there in the red there. So, but look, they're all still pretty closely bunched up. So anything can happen here. So the steerers at this point are really fighting You can see Tahiti at the top of this bunch here. Just amazing to see. And then and again, this is just the best of the best open women. This is the elite coming from each country out here to represent and compete for gold here at the World Distance Championships in Samoa. An unbelievable sight here of the Va'a. Amazing footage. And you can just see at the top of the screen there that the top three have got a little breakaway, but it is a very long race. And the heat, I know for those who aren't used to the heat, they're going to start feeling it in about an hour's time. And this is where the endurance and the training all comes into play. Have they strategized? Have they got enough hydration on their packs? And it's amazing. And we just got an update. This is the most viewers we've had online. We've peaked over 1,000 viewers from all over the world. And it's awesome because then you don't generally get to see what happens out on the ocean with some of these Va'a races. So it's beautiful work from the crew. An amazing job from the guys at the loading bay and getting these Va'a ready to take on the elements out there.
Okay, so we're just coming back through the pack now. As you can see, there is some rolling swell. There's about 11 knot wind that they're paddling into. There's no white caps as such yet, but it looks like when they do get to the turn marker, they'll have something to chase. They'll get a burst of energy and they'll be pushing to catch these waves back down into the harbour.
Yeah, thank you for that, Paul. So interesting to hear that there are rolling swells out there. So as Paul mentioned, there are 11 knot winds and they're paddling directly into it. So the wind is now impacting on impact on these paddlers. It's what we call a headwind. No one likes it, but it's really, except for the Tahitians, they love this stuff. So just an amazing sight to see the power that these elite women are generating into this headwind.
Can we go slightly closer, please? Here for a little bit.
And on the screen now, it appears to be the Cook Islanders. Our team Cook Islands, they're doing really well. And we'll try and get an update as soon as we can to see who's leading there. And there's Tahiti. And it appears to be New Caledonia. We're not quite sure yet, but the battle is on in this open women's category of the World Distance Championships 2023 in Samoa. Such a beautiful sight. And I know just looking at the power they're generating at the front of the stroke is just to be able to drive this Va'a forward. And here are our three front runners. And there looks like Team Aotearoa and USA battling it out there to get to their first turning buoy out in the open ocean. So just a reminder for all our viewers at home, it is a 12-kilometer lap. 12-kilometer lap, and they'll be doing this lap twice. So, and it's
Yep. This is a long race. Quick work just to watch this race. Also Viti. It's a supporter there for Fiji.
Team Fiji.
Yeah.
That's it. Good job.
Awesome footage. Thank you so much. Yes, we are trying to always give you some of the best coverage for this IVF Master Distance Championships here in the beautiful islands of Samoa. And we're looking at the leaders on the screen right now. Aotearoa, New Zealand, and Team USA, followed closely behind by Team Hawaii. But we're still in the early stages of the race. We're only 13 minutes into the race. We have got 24 kilometers to go. And this is the first lap. There's 2 laps of 12 kilometers. So it's this will be, and it's hot out here, really hot. So it'll really come down to the endurance and how well these ladies can perform in the heat, and also just that adrenaline when you're chasing each other, especially between these two, Aotearoa and the USA.
This is Palau's first IVF. So that's amazing to see. So well done, Palau. First ever Team Palau representation here at the World Distance Championships 2023. And we're going to cross now to Paul, who's out there with our paddlers out on the ocean.
Here we are back up at the front. We have New Zealand and United States of America. They are pulling away from Hawaii now. It is still early days, but these two are showing their dominance, and they are both going head to head with each other. New Zealand has the edge on them at the moment, and we still have a few more Ks before we get to the turn buoy. USA has the inside around the turn. But yeah, they are both pulling away from everyone else in the field at the moment. So at first, we have New Zealand in first, USA in second, Hawaii in third, Cook Islands in fourth so far. I think Tahiti in fifth place maybe.
Appreciate the update there, Paul. And just a reminder on the turning boys, when they're out there, USA do have the inside line, and if they stay in this position, they will have the right of way come to the turning buoy. But here we are setting up for wave 2 of race 2.
For our wave 2, we have the V1 Masterman 75 and the V1 Masterman 80. And the countries represented for the V1 Masterman 75, and they're coming up to the start line now. Louis Colho from Brazil, James Kolla from Hawaii, Richard Ongarth from USA, Terry Curtis from Canada. These are the 4 competitors in the V1 Masterman 75. In the V1 Masterman 80, we have Gaylord Wilcox from Hawaii, John Court from Great Britain, and Michael Coleman from Brazil. So for the wave 2, we have 4 countries or 4 paddlers at the start line for the V1 competition for Masterman 75 and the Masterman 80. Oh, it looks like the race has started already for the Masterman 75 and the Masterman 80 coming out of Apia Harbour now. So there's 7 teams or 7 paddlers for this second wave for race 2. On our screen now is number 4 from Canada, canoe number 4, and he's from Canada for the V1. And number 2 is James Kohler of Hawaii for the Mastermen 75. As they head out to the open ocean for their turns, but they don't follow the same course as the V6 open women.
And again, just with the Mastermen 75 and the Mastermen 80, such an inspiration seeing our elders out there on the water. And with the course change as well from this morning's race, these guys actually get to experience a little bit of surf on the way back in, just a little bit. But again, just an inspiration to see our elders out on the water. It gives me a little bit of hope and something to aim for, Azita.
Yeah, I'm up there in that. I'm a master 60, so yes, I would love to be able to still be paddling at maybe 90.
90? No, that's absolutely right. 80 plus years, yeah, equals legends. Legends in this sport. Malo alfa malosi. So I stand a little corrected here. The course for the Mastermen 75s and 80s does appear to be different from what we received earlier on our graphics. So we do apologize for that, but it looks like they're staying within the harbor. And I guess it's it is to keep our paddlers out there safe. So we don't want them to experience any kind of surf or anything there. But they're still going to show their power that they have for this sport.
What a beautiful shot of our Mastermen 75 and Mastermen 80 out there in our Pier Harbor as they follow the lead boat, which is showing them the actual course for their race. And I'm just really inspired because to see all these age groups out there on the water, especially in the heat of Samoa. Out there in the middle of the afternoon, doing their stuff. It's just amazing and inspirational as well. Now we're back to the open women V6 action out there while they head out towards the northeast of the coastline of Samoa, of Apia. And the team in front of us.
Follow along when they come in.
We have Team Samoa on the screen right now in
We're
boat
just
number
here
2,
with Samoa.
and they're looking strong out there. And in
And I don't know who they're battling against. So I
we're
can't tell
crossing
you.
over to Paul
But
now
here's
for
some
his
great
comments
footage.
from out there on the water.
Let's go. Let's go.
And there we go, right on the screen there we have Team Samoa. I can only imagine what pride that they have been out there to represent our country. And the battle is still going on out there. And just on the bottom screen there, it appears to be our sisters from Tonga. And VAR number 4. And they're still pushing hard there, still pedaling hard, and just understanding that this is a long race. It's a long race ahead of them. So they got to try and manage their energy. And now we can have a clear view of the gap between the front pack as they head towards the first turn buoy out in the open. And as we all know, we are out in the open ocean, that the frequencies do tend to cut in and out. So we'll try and keep a clean screen on for you guys.
We can start moving faster now.
Okay, we're back now into Apia Harbor for the start of the third wave. And we're looking at the V1 Master Women 70 and V1 Master Women 75. We have 5 countries competing in the V1 Master Women 70, and they are Mary Lou Finney of Canada, and we're looking at number 20. Number 20. Sorry, the fourth wave is on the correction. The fourth wave is on the screen right now. We have canoe number 20 and Usher of Great Britain. And this is the V1 Para Women that we're looking at right now. And there's 3 competitors competing in this Para Women V1, and they are Anya Pierce from Germany, Ellie Field in canoe number 19 from Great Britain, and Anne Usher in canoe 20 from Great Britain as well. So 3 competitors in this division.
And I'm just staying with the para women. Each para athlete has a level in which they compete in. So our competitors, Anya from Germany and Ali from Great Britain, they're competing for the VL3 category. And Anne Usher from Great Britain is competing in the VL4 category. And I'll try and get an explanation from our IVF committee on the differences, so we can explain all the differences of the disabilities. And it's not even disability, really. That's the wrong word to use. Adaptation is a better word, because they are on the same water with the same VAR, with the same paddles that we all use. So an even bigger inspiration, to even saying, if there's no excuses really to hit the water. So well done, and just a great shot there. And that was Michael Coleman on screen now, representing Team Brazil in the Master Men 80s category. Aloha, Malosi, Brazil. And there's Team USA in the Master Men 75 category, and Va'a number 3, Richard Ongirth from Team USA. Alo yai.
This is number 8, Mary Lou Finney of Canada, for the V1 Master Women 70. She's looking absolutely awesome out there. 70. Gosh, she looks like a 50, even 40. This is amazing. Well done, Mary Lou Finney. Fabulous. Look at this. Just amazing. She's in the V1 Master Women 70 from Canada.
And we just had an amazing comment online that the para athletes, so great to see you racing alongside and not separate from the other athletes, and that is the way it should be. We shouldn't be separating anybody, because we are all athletes in our own right. So it's awesome to see everybody out on the water at the same time doing the same course. So that is amazing work, team. And on screen now we have VAR 15, Barbara Lates from the USA, Outrigger Racing Canoe Association, representing the Master Women's 75 category. I just want to talk about the labeling of this one. That looks like my sticker on the front there, my 1-5. Yeah, just got to showcase the beautiful work that the loading bay is doing and preparing these va'a for us to call and to identify our paddlers. And do forgive us if the numbers do fall off. No, absolutely right. Master Women 7 is just inspiring. Wow. Thank you, Amanda, for that comment. Oh, thank you, Gordon. Go grandmothers all. We have another comment online. It's really encouraging to have a sport that supports senior and adaptive paddlers and give them coverage. Well done, IVF and Samoa Outrigger. Baftai Lava Mireoni, you're absolutely right. Well done, IVF. And Papavai from Aotearoa, congratulations to all para paddlers. Go you legends, and let's see you in Hawaii next year. Most definitely. this is right now we have Team Brazil and VAA 13, Julieta da Silva paddling away there.
All right, we're at the turn buoy now. USA turned around the marker first. They have a couple of boat lengths lead over New Zealand. Hawaii is back in third place. And fourth place is the Cook Islands. Fifth place we have Brazil. And then Australia is just turning. They are in sixth place. Seventh, we have New Caledonia turning just ahead of Tahiti. And then we have Great Britain just on the outside here. Some close racing in this backpack here.
Now, thank you for that, Paul, for that that update there. So if you missed it, USA turned first at the buoy, so they are ahead of Team Aotearoa. Following them is Team Hawaii. And if you saw on the graphics, they're just great example of using the turning rules and giving way, who has the right of way, and keeping them clear of that turning buoy. So well done to the open women's out there. And here we are back in the harbour with VAA 22. And around our screen now is our para athlete from Great Britain, Anne Usher, in the VL4 category.
We're back at our V6 open women out there. Turning on the buoy is Team Yellow, which is Palau, followed by Tonga, as they make their first turn at the buoy. We're going over to Paul now.
Do we try to get the last one? No, it's okay. I think we're good.
We've just gone through the first turn buoy marker at the top. A lot of these teams are heading back into the harbour now. There is this rolling swell here. You can see some of the teams upping their rate, and they're pushing to try and accelerate to get that boat speed up as the wave comes underneath them. This part of the race is key. You can gain a lot of distance with minimal effort if you're smart enough. So this part is going to be a decider for the best teams in the surf.
Appreciate the update there, Paul. And on screen now we have Team Samoa, and I believe Team Canada on the inside of them, and Palau just at the back there. And you can just see the conditions out on the ocean is starting to pick up for our V6 Open Women's category. And as Paul mentioned, the paddlers are now going to start upping their rate to try and stay on these on the swells there. Again, a lot of people, or a lot of paddlers try to catch these swells, and if they miss it, they're using a lot of energy that they don't want to be using. So they really got to pick and choose which swells to catch, which ones to relax on, because if you burn on it, try and catch every swell, you will use up a lot of energy, and it'll make the race a whole lot longer than what they expect. But this is coverage coming to you from the World Distance Championships 2023 here in beautiful Samoa. And on screen now we have our para-athlete, Va'a 19 from Great Britain, Ali Field. And in the Master Women's 75 category, we have a paddler from Aotearoa, New Zealand, Gayleen. Gayleen, see us here. And on screen now we have from the Master Men's 75s category, representing Team Hawaii, James Kohler. And here we go with the Master Men's 75, Va'a number 4 from Team Canada, Terry Curtis. Terry Curtis from Team Canada. Malol fa malosi, Terry.
I'm loving the images of our Master Men 75 and the para women athletes or paddlers out there. We have Canada, Terry Curtis right now on our screen in canoe number 4. Thank you for all the love coming in on our comments from our online viewers.
So we have an amazing comment here from Ramizu. I wonder how many ladies Olympians are racing in this field. Hawaii has one and us has another. Any other nations have Olympians on the open women's teams? Hi Rami, good question. Go Kritza and Team USA. So it's awesome to see that the Olympians who cross over from Olympic sports into our Va'a sport, and that just only shows that this sport should and will be very shortly recognized as an international Olympic sport, and that's where our sport should be. All water sports should be represented out there in the Olympic field. So thank you for all the love. Let's keep going.
We're back out now on the V6 Open Women category. We have USA in the front, Aotearoa, New Zealand in second place. and Hawaii in third. And we believe from the last readings is that Cook Islands is in fourth. Um, and so we'll wait for Paul to give us the latest update from the action out there on the ocean, as the V6 Open Women canoes come back into Apia Harbor, because they have 2 laps to do. So this is the first lap that we're seeing right now.
Okay. Going live. Here we are. We have the US ladies. You can look at the way they're paddling. They're paddling nice and strong. They're looking healthy. They're looking fit. They have just extended their lead on New Zealand, and it doesn't look like they're easing up too much. They're making the most of these rollers.
A little bit.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I've just noticed that with this team, they're using a new type of paddle. You can see that they're made by Quickblade. They're called the Stingray. You'll see it's got a very small blade on it. There's been a lot of talk about them, but as you can see here, those paddles are working really good for them. They are miles ahead of everyone else. So yeah, it's a great invention by them, and it's good to see that it's working. The USA are doing a great job promoting these paddles for them.
Yeah, thank you for that, Paul. I was fortunate enough to give those Stingray blades a good go yesterday. So that's all catch. It's all catch there. And an update on the V6 Open Women is still USA in front, Aotearoa New Zealand following in second, and Team Hawaii in third. So crossing back into the harbour, we've got a nice battle happening here. With the three paddlers all close together. And again, apologies as we have multiple categories in this wave as we try and navigate our way through to give you updates. We've got VA 11 there from Team Hawaii, Master Women 70s, Linda Robb.
Yeah, we're looking now at the middle pack out there in the V6 Open Women. We have for the placings of this race, we have in number 1 with a commanding. Whoa, that was a close one. Can't quite make out which countries these are. But in the front, we have with a commanding lead is V6 Open Women from USA in number 1, and number 2 is Aotearoa New Zealand, number 3 Hawaii. But we're looking again at the Stingray paddles of Team USA, who are in the lead for this race. And from what Tom is saying, this new invention is really fantastic, especially for long distance paddling, but apparently not too good for sprints. Yeah, but this is really good for the long distance because it gives you a good catch in the ocean and also really light blade, I would assume, because it's such a small a small blade. Yeah,
You can see here,
they're just flying through the ocean right now, Team USA.
they're starting to feel the heat, so they're starting to wet each other. Yeah! Go, go, go! They're going to stay with us, though. Are they going to the green marker?
It looks like we have another change in positions here, where Australia has now caught up to what I believe is Team Aotearoa, who's still in second. So we'll try and get an on-water update from Paul very shortly, just to confirm that. Because now I'm wondering, I'm watching this all, what happened to Team Hawaii, who were in third. So it looks like USA is up the front there, and then there's another VAR in front. That's a Cookie shirt there. There's a Cook Island shirt there. So the Cook Islands are up there. So the heaps of changes in the field. So bear with us, team, while we try and get a confirmation of the actual placings that's happening out on the elite women's, the open women's category here at the World Distance Championships 2023 in Samoa. This is exciting stuff. All right, so we've got an update here on the V6 Open Women World Distance Championships 2023. We still have USA in the front there, followed by Hawaii in second place. And then our Cook Islands, Team Cook Islands, coming in at third place. And then Aotearoa in fourth, with Ema and having a nice battle out there with their neighbors across the ditch, Australia. We're just going to get a confirmation from Paul out on the open water.
Yeah. Going live. Okay, we just were next to the Team USA. They had a good lead. They were following the lead boat, which was going a little bit on the wrong course. And we had to inform them that they had to turn around the green marker. So they had to divert a little bit. Team New Zealand was going straight for the green marker, so they've chopped down that gap a little bit. But USA still has a good 300-meter lead. New Zealand still feeling good, and third place is Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
And there we go. We got confirmation. I was so excited. We were all calling different bar. So it is USA in first place, followed by Team Aotearoa New Zealand. And then coming still in third place is Team Hawaii. So this is our update, and it's current. And thank you for tuning in, guys. And keep your support going for the teams out on the water here at the World Distance Championships 2023 in Samoa.
We're looking at our athlete from Great Britain in canoe number 19, Ellie Field, for the V1 Para Women Level 3. And in number 2, canoe number 2, we have James Collar of Hawaii on our screen right now.
So again, just for all our viewers at home, as we asked earlier, just please bear with us as we have multiple waves happening at the same time. And to be honest, I'm quite lost as well. I'm with you on this one. You know, we're just as frustrated here. No, not so much frustrated, but just we want to know as well what's happening. We don't know how many laps our Master Women's Masters are doing, our 75s and 80s, as well as our para athletes. So what we'll try and do is just give you coverage of them paddling, and their names, you know, the teams that they're representing, and if the race happens to finish. So we had our VAR number 4 there from Team Canada, Terry Curtis. And so if there happens to be a V1 who's completed, we will get an update from our panel and our spotters out there on the water, and they will give us an update of who the world champion is and for what category. So we do, so show us some love as well, people, as we try and cover everyone. But please bear with us, because I'm excited to find out as well, and I know Zita is as well. So we'll try and honor everyone as best we can here at the World Distance Championships 2023 in beautiful Samoa. And here we have Team USA heading back into the harbor to complete their first lap of the 24-kilometer open women's category here at the World Distance Championships 2023 in Samoa. And as you can see, the Stingray blade that they're using is very small blade, but very efficient. So speaking to one of the USA paddlers, that's what they're after. It's just a quick catch, efficiency through the water. The release is easy, and it's just enables them to paddle through the water fast. And this is where it gets interesting, because we have these flying V6s coming back into the harbor, while we have the V1 Master 75, 80s, the para athletes still navigating their own course within the harbor as well. So the steerers, the paddlers, they all got a tough job ahead of them to keep everybody safe. So this is going to be interesting watching as the big pack from come into the harbor as well. But let's go Team USA at the moment here.
So yeah, we're looking at another V1 from Canada on our screen right now, and she's in the Master Women 75. But thank you for the love coming through on our online comments and viewers. Thank you for all the support out there for our paddlers who are out there in the heat of the sun here in Samoa. We're looking now at Canoe 10 Team USA with their Stingray blades in first place as they come into Apia Harbor to complete the first lap of this race. And you can clearly see these paddles. They've never seen paddles like this before. You know, and they're kind of like, they're like, well, they call them stingrays because of the design of them. And apparently it has a very good catch on these blades. So new invention from United States. And they come into that yellow buoy for the turn. And they're looking fantastic out there, Team USA.
And just with the introduction of these Stingray blades, I wonder if the next one, I wonder how many teams are going to give it a go. Are we going to invest in this? Is this going to be a new thing for world distance paddling? It's going to be interesting to see. So the future is interesting. So a comment here, USA looking like they're on a Sunday stroll, making it look easy. And here we have Team Aotearoa coming into the harbor as well, prepping for their turn as they hunt down Team USA in the front. And just confirming that not much has changed in terms of the positions here at the open women category in the V6. USA still in the lead, followed by Aotearoa New Zealand, and coming in behind them is Team Hawaii.
So my question is, if we gave the USA team any other paddle, would they still be in front?
That's a very interesting question, one that I refuse to answer. I'm going to plead the fifth on this one. But I don't know. You know, it's I think so, with the rate that they're paddling in and the efficiency they're using. So Zita, your thoughts? If they were using a regular blade, would they still be in the lead?
It's a tough question there because when it comes down to the types of canoes, we have a uniformity of designs for the canoes. And I believe it would be the same for paddles as well when it comes to an international competition. So that's a tough one to answer because I'm not an official, but I'm an athlete. And you'd think that probably you'd be on the same playing field with everyone when it comes to the equipment that we use in a race.
So here's an interesting comment here. Pondering smaller blades might mean a faster stroke rate, which often means better cardio needed proportionately to lower rate with stronger pull. Yep, that I'm pondering that one too. And here we have Team Hawaii coming into their turn buoy down in the harbor and getting ready to head out for their second lap of this 24-kilometer course. So just a reminder, it is a 12-kilometer circuit and they're doing it twice. I love that. Thank you, Noel. Congratulations. Everyone is a winner. And that's exactly it, Rami. You put it beautifully there. It's not the blade, it's the paddler. And here we are going back to our V1 paddlers out there in Va'a number 14, representing Aotearoa. Apologies, that was our V6. Our V6, our Cook Islands team heading into their turn. And you can see that the heat and the humidity is impacting our paddlers at the moment. So they've all got their hydration packs in there. And knowing that they're coming in for their second lap, to start the second lap, it is time to empty the tank now. And Team Australia coming in there, setting up for their turn at the turning buoy in the harbour.
Around by the mouth of the store.
And this is Team Brazil on screen right now. Team Brazil coming in for their first turn at the buoy to head out for their second lap. So on screen now with our V1 paddlers here, representing the Master Women 75 category, Va'a number 14 from Team Aotearoa New Zealand, Gayleen. Look at that smile as she watches the V6s pass her. This is where the navigation comes in. And this is Va'a number 7 here, representing Team Brazil in the Master Men 80 category, Michael Coleman from Team Brazil. That's amazing paddling there from Team Brazil. Michael Coleman representing the Mastermen 80s category. Oh, just absolutely inspirational. Ma Lord Lavalfina. Ma Lord Famarosi. And here we have Va'a number 15 representing Team USA, Barbara Late. And that is in the Master Women's 75 category. So Zita, it really appears like they're doing a 3 laps because they're turning around. They're not slowing down.
Yeah, it looks like it. My goodness, they're really strong. Our master men and master women 70 and 75 and 80. This would be probably the second lap that they've done or the third lap. Third lap here in Apia Harbor. So we're looking at number 13, and that's Julieta da Silva from Brazil for V1 Master Women 70. So we're just trying to get a confirmation on how many laps they have to do here in Apia Harbor to complete their races. So again, this is Julieta da Silva of Brazil for the V1 Master Women 70. E se le mataina o tau sinionga ale au matutua I le nei te anonga fo ia le va'a. Or on the screen right now we have and number 2, we have James Collar of Hawaii. He's a V1 Master Man 75. Mata ina I au tau sinionga au matatua I tunga va'a fo ia I le nei aso. I le fitus fulima tausanga ma le valu se fulu tausanga I le tupa ma losi ia whapia fo I le tupa tamaitai fitus fulu tausanga ma le fitus fulima. So leo tau matamata atu po mai mo atu I le alo I le tama lea mai kanata I le numera 4 o lona ingoa o Terry Curtis ma o iale I le V1 Master Men 75 fitus fulima tausanga I le category lea le tausinio ai ia Terry Curtis mai kanata. So he could be between 75 and 80. Wa olesi le lunga mai o le screen. Ole number 2 o James Collar mai Hawaii. Mai o lea tausinio I le i le tupā lea o le fitusulu i le tupā o li'i i le fitusulu lima tausaga. I think this is Canada, Terry Curtis, from the V1 Master Men 75. Ia leo tau mai mo atu i le numero sfululua ma o Rose Edivine mai Ausitalia. This is Rose Edivine in canoe number 12 from Australia in the V1 Master Women's 70. Ma o le category lea po le vainga lea i le sfitus fulu tausanga i le tupau tamaitai. Ma o lona suafa o Rose Edivine mai Ausitalia. O le taimi nei o lele i maua mai lava se whaamaonia po le pewhia ia taamirosaga le aualo le i totonu o i nei le apia hapa i no fuatasi. Pe tolu pe lua ia taamirosaga i totonu i ona o mai le i le tini. But o le vi ono o le no fua ono o le whai atu i whafo atu o le tatou hapa nei ia pia e lua ia taamirosaga ta se fulu lua kilomita ia ausia ai le lua se fulu wha kilomita o le tuunga lea mo le Open Women o le no fua ono o tamaitai. Ia o tamaitai lea mai kanata ele o maua lelei atu po le ale le numera o lana o le numero sefulu ono o kanata ma o lon suafa o Ann Moss. This is Ann Moss of Canada o le V1 Master Women 75. E se le matangofie o le tausiniona foi o le tausiniona le tamaitai e se fitu se fulu lima tausaga lona matua. Malo lava i tato awalo uma i no fuatasi e se le mataina o le tauwhainga a tato awalo. I le vevena leia i nei Samoa i nei apia e tol se fulu tikeri le vevena leia i nei 30 degrees Celsius. So ele masani ele to otele o tato awalo ia mai fafo i le vevena leo apia o masani e ina tātou i nei Samoa, but tene o le au ta alo mai fafo e mesea mai atu nuu e malulu e whai asi na umi fo ele o le nofo i nei e mawhai e ona adapt pe wa e wha masani i le vevena, but e mele e se mata ina ai o le tau siniona a nei ta mama tina matatua i le nofo atasi po le pau nofo atasi i nei apia. Tom, we're now looking at the V6 Open Women. Over to you.
Lord lovers, Zita, thank you for that. It's so beautiful to hear our languages being spoken on this international stage here. And yes, we have crossed back to our V6. Just to answer some of the questions out there, how hot is it right now here in Samoa? It's a beautiful 30 degrees where I'm sitting with the fan behind me, but for the paddlers out there, the humidity is up in the 70% range with the humidity there, so they're really feeling it. And I believe that is Team Aotearoa there on screen. So we'll try and get a placings update as soon as we can. So here are our current placings at the moment for the V6 Open Women's here at the World Distance Championships 2023 in Samoa. USA is still in the lead, followed by Aotearoa New Zealand, followed by Team Hawaii. And I'm just going back on the paddle conversation that our beautiful brother here, Kingy, brought up. And we've got an expert comment coming from our current V6 champion from Mark Malaki Williams, and he says that USA team looks like they could be using any paddle design in the world and they would still be fast. Not the paddle that counts, but the paddler. So there it is, hearing from our current expert paddlers out here. It's not about that, the stroke rate that they're applying. They could be using any paddle and they'll still be flying. So Lord Mark, thank you for that. Appreciate your expertise in this field of and we're going to cross now to Paul, who's out there in the open water. Over to you, Paul.
Just had to go as fast as we can up to the front because they're so far ahead. They've got about a 500-meter lead over New Zealand, and they are looking really good. I've seen them have a few drinks. They were feeling hot before. They were splashing each other because it is getting hot, but they have a commanding lead at the moment. While we were making our way up, we did notice that Hawaii was inching up closer to New Zealand as well. They had about 100 meters to catch up to New Zealand. So at the moment it's going USA, New Zealand, then Hawaii. But these ladies here have a commanding lead and making it look easy.
Appreciate that, Paul. And I believe we have a finisher in our V1 category. We can hear the people cheering outside. That gives us a great indication. And here we are. And we will find out who this paddler is and what category. And here we are representing Mastermen 80 category, Va'a number 6, representing Great Britain, John Court. John Court. I don't want to confirm any placings yet, just in case, but well done, John. Malo level fee now, John, from Team Great Britain. My low level fee now to all these paddlers out here in the harbor. They do look like they have finished, so apologies to our viewers online. We will try and get a confirmation on the placings, but to all our V1 paddlers out there, you guys are so inspirational, completing this course in this heat. So well done to you all. Keep inspiring, because it's something for our young paddlers to look up to. So Malo level fa malosi. On the screen now we have Anne Usher representing Team Great Britain and Va'a number 20. She's one of our para athletes here in the VL4 category, and she's battling it out there in the same heat that we all are. So well done, well done. So amazing. And again, all our viewers at home. Oh, there's a turtle in the back there. So we will get an update as soon as we can on the placings of those who did finish, so we can announce who our world champions are in these categories. And here we have Ellie Field representing Team Great Britain in the para athletes VL3 category. Alofa to all our viewers there. We just received word that the official race results can't be published, just in case there are any reviews that they have to do before confirming the winners. So they will be published later on in the day today. So again, just on behalf of the crew here and the commentary crew, we do apologize. There's multiple waves in and out of the harbor. It is really hard to try and navigate this space, but we'll try and honor everybody by giving them allowing us to call their teams out, their countries they represent, and their names as well. So this is again Ellie Field from Team Great Britain in the Para Women's VL3 category. And this is Va'a number 1 from Team Brazil, Luiz Colhill, representing the Master Men's 75 category. Team Brazil. And here's a comment here online from one of our supporters online. Malo lava le ko ofisa fasa lau. Go Samoa. Malo le fa malosi. Malo va'a. Go Manu Samoa. Go Toa Samoa. Multiple Samoan flag emojis. Aftai lava. Looks like a spectacular day for paddling in Samoa. Most definitely. Most definitely.
E whawhai lava mō alowhaanga le maua mai lunga o le internet o le online. E se whai ale mata mō whia o tau mai mua mai, malangolango mai a o tau whai fwoi le au whasalau e watu ia le tuunga o le whai nei ia pia whawhai lava i alowhaanga. Ai mei se a mō tātou tangata alo i nei lunga o wasa o Samoa. Ia whaatai I mai mato sanei o Tom o Kingi ma o nei vai masanu o sita. Ia ma lo lawal whaatai ma lo le lango lango.
Big props to all our masters athletes out here. The heat is it's 30 degrees. We're just trying to ascertain when they actually cross the line. Some of them are taking a little drink break, adjusting their seats, and we're just trying to figure out when they've actually crossed the line or when they may be having a rest. We have 3 waves going inside the harbour. We had our para athletes, and we've seen some of them finish. Our master men 75 and 80, and our master women 70 and 75. So this is our elders' generations, many of our grandparents, kaumātua, kuia, karaua, and maximum respect to them all in here. And no matter where we're from in Polynesia, that's important to respect our elders and to share on the love of the sport, because we know that when their grandkids are racing, they're here supporting us. So as part of the whānau, part of Bika Ainga, we're all here for our kaumātua too.
Kingi, and you're absolutely right. There's hardly any other sport out there that the grandparents can come and watch their children paddle and then go suit up and then go paddle themselves. You know, it's such an amazing sport to get into. But it's so encouraging, so inspirational to see our mātua out there doing what we do as well.
Okay, we've been sitting here following this USA team for a few minutes now. The ladies are looking really good. They've been stopping to have some drinks. They're pretty refreshed. They smiled for the photos. They're in full control of this race. They've extended their lead even more now. They're about 500 meters, 2-minute lead over Aotearoa, New Zealand. Hawaii is still in 3rd place. I'm not sure if they've inched any closer, and it should be Cook Islands in 4th place. But we're almost up at the turn buoy. We're going to follow down with them and watch how these ladies surf these waves down with these new paddles.
Thank you, Paul, for that. Appreciate the update there. And just a comment here, the Team USA, they are from Southern California, Outrigger Racing Association. So this is the team from the California Outrigger, or Southern California Outrigger Association. So these guys have been gelling for a long time then, and we believe that's what makes a team successful. Training together, working together, and attacking this race together. So the positions at the moment for our V6 Open women currently stand at USA are leading from the front, followed by Team Aotearoa New Zealand, and in 3rd, Team Hawaii. Here at the World Distance Championships 2023 in Samoa.
We're looking at paddler 15 on canoe 15. This is Barbara Lates from USA for the V1 Master Women 75. He's looking strong and really got good rhythm out there. Barbara Lates of the United States of America. We're back out now as Team USA make their turn at the yellow buoy. Still on their second and final lap of this 24-kilometer race. And again, just to give you an update on our V6 Open Women category, we have 19 countries competing in this race. 19 countries, and they are Wallis and Futuna, Samoa, Aotearoa, New Zealand, Tonga, Rapa Nui, Great Britain, Palau, Peru, Hawaii, USA, Singapore, New Caledonia, Australia, Cook Islands, Brazil, Fiji, Tahiti, Canada, and Germany. And here's another great shot of them coming in on that beautifully brilliantly riding the swells out there in just outside Apia Harbour, and still looking really strong. This Team USA.
And here we have some of our spectators and supporters out on the seawall there. Nicely sheltered from the beautiful sun that's belting our paddlers out there. Mahalo lava tapuai. Tina mai follow saying as I say, even more. And we're just going to cross over to Paul, our on-the-water reporter, out there for an update.
Okay, we're still here with the USA team. They've just gone the opposite direction of New Zealand and Hawaii. They see how far ahead they are now. They have the last leg home now. These rollers are still rolling down. You watch them accelerate here, and they'll be trying to get their boat speed up and make the most of these little rollers. All right, let's go. Show them how it's done. Yeah, so as we see here, we can see the US team. They're trying to push for these waves. Here we go, a little push here. They had some gel shots and they had some water just before the turn buoy, just so that they can have the energy to work on these waves. There we go, they have a little acceleration there. Then they have a little breather when they get that acceleration. So yeah, they're having fun too. You look at seat 2 there with their big smile. This is the fun part of the race. It's all smiles here with about 5K left to go of the race.
Appreciate the feedback there, Paul, and the update. But just on these shots here from Paul, you know, part of this journey is all about timing and connection, and just watching Team USA just execute this out on the rolling swells there. You can see the rate change. They all accelerate at the same time, and they all go back into their long strokes at the same time as well. And here we have a proud Tongan supporter. So much pride coming in from all these spectators. It is a beautiful shot of the loading bay there, where all the va'a are being checked out, brought back in, unlashed. And then our great crew down there will be inspecting a lot of the va'a for any damages, and they'll be helping the next crew who are going out on that setup and get ready to go out and battle on the next race. So we're just going to cross over to Paul out there on the water to check out the current updates here, out on the open water.
We're here now with New Zealand. You can see Hawaii in the background. There's still quite a big gap, so it's not quite a close battle that we thought, but New Zealand's now upping their rates. They're trying to make the most of these waves as well. It looks like a lot of fun for everyone involved. Yeah, so as New Zealand comes a little bit closer, you can see their paddlers here. It's a good mix of young and old in this team. They've got the Senior Master 50 World Champion in this team. They've got another Master paddler. They've got a couple of open fields paddlers. It's a big mix here. A lot of experience in this team. Okay, we'll come to a slow, I'll stay with them a little bit longer.
As you can see with the rolling swells out here in the open water, starting to increase a little bit there. It's still a battle out there for second and third, I believe, but as the gap there is growing. The Team USA for the V6 Open Women, USA is still in the front there, followed by Aotearoa New Zealand and Team Hawaii. So Hawaii is right here on the screen now, navigating the waters as best they can to and stay in this race.
Going live. Here we have Hawaii. It looks like they have dropped a little bit back from Aotearoa New Zealand. They still have a very comfortable third place, but the gap has just been extending between all three, the top three canoes. So it's very spread out. We'll come wait till they get a little bit closer and we'll see how they're feeling. See if they're feeling the heat. We'll read their body language. I'll let you know when they come back. Nice work, ladies. Keep it strong. Another 5K to go. Yes, is that Lauren in 3? Kingy's asking. They're just using this shot at the moment because there's no other cameras up. Drop behind them a bit. We'll hang back here and get the next one.
Want to wait for the rest of
So here we have on screen our paddler Representing Team Great Britain in the Para Women's VL3 category, Ali Field. And if you're looking at all the strapping that's around the va'a, you can just see that's just securing her seat. That keeps her safe in the va'a. That's just amazing work from her team to be able to keep her safe inside.
State here. So we know our top three. We've come back to the Cook Islands, who are sitting in a strong 4th place. They're about 300 meters ahead of Australia. There's another team about and then after Australia we have Brazil about 300 meters behind Australia. So 4th place Cook Islands, 5th place Australia, and 6th place is Brazil.
We're looking at Cook Islands team right now
Very good, ladies.
for the V6 Open Women division, and they're coming in at 4th place. They're looking great out there. They come in on the final lap of the 24 kilometer. Talo falava Malo, Fio Mai. Welcome to Samoa. Yeah, they are looking fantastic. The Cook Islands in the canoe number 14, with a good. They're in 4th place right now, ahead of Australia, who are in 5th, and Brazil in 6th. So the unofficial positions right now, or the positions that we have for our canoes, you are now looking at on our screen. USA in the front, Aotearoa New Zealand 2nd, Hawaii in 3rd, Cook Islands 4th, and Australia 5th. So these are the placings we have out of 19 countries competing in the V6 Open Women. It's really hot out here. Out here in Apia, and we're looking at Apia Beach, right in front of Aggie Grace or Sheraton Aggies, as we now look out to the ocean and Apia Harbour, where the V6 are competing, and they're heading back in for the final lap and into the finish line. As we go into 1 hour and 50 minutes of this very hot day from Apia. We're crossing over to Paul now for an update on the ocean right now.
So we're back here with Australia. They have their work cut out. They're just behind the Cook Islands, but they're doing really strong. Doing really well, sorry. Keep going, girls. You're going good. On you now. Nice and strong.
Just jumping in here and looking at the our Australian women, open women's here. Just their consistency and their stroke rate. You know, they can see the front runners up there. but there's no giving up on them. Their body language is saying all the right things, and they're going to keep on pushing there. So, malo lava fino, Team Australia. And right here at the loading bay, you can see that the next races are starting to line up. So just a little something on the loading bay. As officials and volunteers, we are not allowed to help rig any of the va'a that's on the beach. So when the paddlers come in, if the va'a has been unlashed, it's their responsibility, them and their team, to lash the va'a to their liking. And that just limits any complaints that may, if something happens to the va'a, they can always say, oh, the official helped me. So as officials and volunteers, we just bring the va'a out of the water and we leave it there for the next racers, the next paddlers to come in and lash it. They can adjust the kiato if they want to. They can swap out the amas if they're not happy with it. So a lot of things happen pre-race. They don't just jump in the va'a and go. But so everything is on the paddler, and it's their responsibility to make sure that their va'a is rigged and ready for their race. And now we're crossing over now back to Paul with another update out on the open water. Over to you, Paul.
So we've just come back to 6th place. We have Brazil here, and as you can see in the background, there's New Caledonia. So it's reasonably close battle between these two. There's races within races. Slow down a little bit, yeah.
What I'm really appreciating on these shots here from our on-water reporters, there is the different techniques that the paddlers as individuals apply, yet the timing stays the same, you know, and Kingy being out there, you know, does that impact the va'a at all?
Hugely. If you have a little bit of timing out, you're not going to catch those swells. And we saw the difference from the USA team and some of the other teams. Everything was precise. Everything was perfect, and they were just launching it together, you know, and probably saving a bit of energy too. You know, someone's not over muscling too much and trying to be too much of a hero. You know, it's about coming together as a team, working together as a team.
Thank you for that, Kingy. You know, it's always great getting these little tips and tricks for our viewers online. That it's not it's never just about putting your paddle in the water. You know, it's how you do it and how you do it together as a team to make this va'a fly. And Zita, I can see you just watching the screen there, just wishing you were out there. You know, how are you feeling with our women out there battling it out in these conditions?
Oh, I think they're doing so well. It's just so wonderful to see them out there on the ocean in the heat of the sun. But, you know, when you're competing as well, sometimes when you're really focused, you don't feel it. You don't feel the heat. But it's just that, you know, determination to work together as a team to be able to get through to the next stage and to get out of a tough situation or to ride a wave together. And this is New Caledonia we're looking at right now. And they're in 7th place in the race for the V6 Master Women, Open Women. And they're looking good. They're close behind Brazil, who are in 6th place. So these are the standings right now, or the positions that we have right now for the V6. We have USA in number 1, Aotearoa New Zealand in number 2, Hawaii in number 3, Cook Islands in 4th place. In 5th place is Australia. In 6th is Brazil, followed closely by New Caledonia. So we have 19 countries competing on the V6, and we're able to give you some footage of the top 7 at least. And we're looking at New Caledonia right now. Really nice, and sometimes it just really would love to go out in the ocean as well, but in this open division, way past it now.
I still believe you still got it in you, Zita, to go out there and muscle it out there with our open women. Just on some of those shots there, guys, there was, what I always notice is how people rig these va'a. And especially in the open water condition, I always see that there's a rope between the kiato or the iako there. You know, is that just used to hold the kiato tight, or what's the purpose of that rope that's tied between the kiato or the kingi?
It's in case the armor comes up, so the paddler can put their paddle to push the armor down in case there's a wave.
Oh, so that's just another way for the paddlers just to make sure the va'a doesn't flip over. Oh, that's awesome. So a safety rope almost. So that's so cool. Oh wow. So there you go. So because I've noticed when I was rigging it, oh, there we go, another comment online there. Go USA, super proud of you all. And that's Team USA there, and I believe they're heading back in to the finish line. So well done, Team USA. Now, you know, it's almost 2 hours out there in this intense heat. So all, again, the preparation that they've put into this as a team to come over to Samoa for the World Distance Championships 2023 and to apply it all out here in our ocean and our water as they come into the harbor, finishing strong just as they started. And again, this is our open women, the elite, the best of the best of our countries competing it out here at the World Distance Championships here in Samoa. What a beautiful shot of them coming in. So not long to go for them. So now I guess the thing for Team USA is just to make sure they cross this line together. Don't do anything too drastic. And look at that. The control and Aotearoa in the background there. They're starting to up their rate as well. But you can see Team USA still strong on their rate there and their stroke. So New Zealand, it does appear that New Zealand has gained a little bit on Team USA. And Hawaii just over there on the side as well. But I believe this moment belongs to Team USA at the moment as they come into coming close to this finish line.
O ko le matango fia o le tango whainga fo a le i tu pāta mai tai i ta alonga nei o le nifua hono ma o Amerika lewa sau nei i le numero mua po le tūranga mua. Ai lona lua mai ai ia Aotearoa New Zealand, ai lona tolu ai ia le au mai Hawaii. We're looking now at Apia Harbour as the V6 Open women division come in for the finish of this long race. It's been over 2 hours, just over 2 hours, and it's just really fantastic that, you know, we haven't seen any incidents out there on the ocean that we haven't seen. But you're now looking at Team USA come in to the finish line in Apia Harbour, the Open Women V6 race.
Just with these online comments coming through, way to represent Dana Outrigger Team USA. And the comments for Team USA are just coming through thick and fast, just the way they're paddling as well. Time to empty the tank, Aotearoa. Let's go. But right now, this moment does belong to Team USA right from the start. We could probably feel their emotions right now, but they got to stay strong to the finish line. Here we go. What a beautiful shot with the finishing boys just ahead of them there. And I'm sure at this point the relief coming from the paddlers as they edge closer to the finish line there, but at the same time trying to maintain and control the emotions until they actually cross. This is so beautiful to see the effort after 2 hours and 30-degree heat here in the beautiful islands of Samoa. And there they are, the V6 Open Women World Distance Champions of 2023. Put your hands together and celebrate Team USA.
Ese le matango fia o le nei au mai Amerika le au teine i le Open Women Division o le ua mawaina nei le tulang mua i le V6 Open Women. Ma lo lava Amerika i le tausinio ma lo le whaamalosi. Matango fia ta mawhainga. Ale ma nega fo i le matamata atu iai i le focus ma le onga tasi o foe anei tamaita i taimi uma te a mau atu tato camera. Ta ma lo lava. Congratulations, Team USA. What a beautiful performance out there on the water for 2 hours out there in the heat of the sun. And they're just absolutely crushing it out there. They crushed it out there. Their stroke rate was fantastic. The synchronicity was absolutely spot on. And they just kept at it the whole time that they were out there for 2 hours. And they deserve their win. Malo lava.
And that is the way to celebrate after 2 hours in the heat. Jump in the waters, but I don't think it's there to cool you down because the water is just as warm. There's no cooling off in the water there, but what a way to celebrate. There it is. The beautiful sport of our champions there, Team USA. And coming in here in second place, another well-deserved battle out there. Awesome effort from Wahine Toa from Aotearoa, New Zealand. Coming in that second. And here we are, the comments are flooding in for Team Aotearoa New Zealand as they approach the finish line here. After a solid battle out in the open. In our second place, Open Women's category, the best of the best here at the World Distance Championships 2023. Second place goes to Aotearoa, New Zealand. Ma lor wha ma losi wahine toa mai Aotearoa, New Zealand. Tee.
How many is that in feet? We
Yeah,
don't know
I
what
know.
that is.
I was like, they're probably thinking yards.
Yeah, me and Peter is quarter mile.
Who wants to talk?
Oh God, what do you want to know?
All right. Okay, they're on us now. So you've just become world champions. Tell us a little bit about your race plan.
Well, coming into this, hi, I'm Brandy from Team USA. Our race plan really was just kind of manage ourselves, right? So we knew that we didn't really know where we'd be, you kind of know where you're gonna end up next to, like in the first 10 minutes. We never compete against these teams anyway, so our plan was to take the first lap a little bit like cruisy. Challenged, right? So we hung with New Zealand there for a bit, and then we really wanted to have something left for the third piece. We broke it into 4 sections. Third piece going back into it, and and it's always a cool thing when a California team can beat people downwind, because Californians don't know how to surf. But those are our conditions. We got really lucky, like those are California Pacific Ocean conditions. So
You made it look really good. You guys controlled the race, even though you say you were taking it easy. You kept extending the lead. You did go a little bit off track off the start.
I think she was following you guys.
No, we were beside you. It was the lead boat.
Following the lead boat, but
Like, never
that was
follow
part
the
of our
lead boat.
strategy,
Always
really.
follow the course.
no,
Great work, you guys. It didn't matter. You guys recovered and you kept
Yeah.
extending your lead.
Yeah, thanks so much.
So, well done.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Samoa, for welcoming
Want
us.
to thank anyone back home?
I love you, Mike. I love you, Summer.
Or everyone else?
And Dana Outrigger, Laurie Davis. Anybody else want to talk? Sorry. No,
Okay.
just Brandy. Yeah, thank you.
All right, well done. Go have another swim.
So Alofa, we're back now here. We're having just a chat here with our winners or the champions of the V6 Open Women division. And Hawaii has just crossed the finish line as well. And they've come in at 3rd place for this race. While we wait for the rest of the canoes or the va'as in different countries to come back into shore. But congratulations to Team USA for a fantastic performance out there on the ocean. And then Aotearoa, New Zealand in number 2, and Cook Islands in number 3. We are now looking at another team heading back into shore, and this is number 14, and this is Cook Islands in 4th place. Fantastic conditions out there, really beautiful sunny weather, very, very hot. And this is the end now of the V6 Open Women race. We're just over 2 hours, the duration of this race. But we just saw an interview with Team USA, and they were absolutely jubilant and happy to have won this race, the Open Women, the elite of women paddlers from the world. And so many fans online shouting out for Cook Islands as they come in for 4th place, to claim 4th place for this Open Women division. And then we're told that Australia is in 5th place behind the Cook Islands. So it's just it's been an amazing 2 hour of mastery out there on the open ocean for this elite division of Open Women, V6. And Cook Islands has just crossed the line. Whaamalo atu lava i le taumawhainga fo'i a le atu kuki. O le ua numero 4 nei i le tuunga o le V6 Open Women Division. Mai o le muli mai ai o le whatatali atu i le sā po le waa a Australia. We're now crossing over to Paul for an interview with Aotearoa.
Okay, we're here with Jazz. Your team has just come second. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, happy. It was hard all the way. USA were just doing wrong. It was a lot. He put me on the fifth return and then I think they were just wrong research. But we pushed hard and I think on our second leg our serve was better. We instead of trying to push on, we just kept three of our strong strokes and we got a lot better on that.
What was going through your mind when you saw USA take a left turn towards the red marker and you guys are going to the green marker?
I trusted my steer 100%, buddies. I knew she had it. I thought we might have had a little bit of an edge on them, but they were just too good for us today.
Yeah. But congratulations, second place at the World Champs. Well done, everyone.
And there we have it with Team Australia following the crossing the line there. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in here at the World Distance Championships, where we just witnessed the Open Women Elite Team with USA, followed by Aotearoa, Hawaii, Cook Islands, and Australia. And again, just for our V1 paddlers, with you can find the final results being published later on in the day. And we do appreciate your patience with us. And from the crew here, from Zita, Tom, and Kingy and the crew, we'll see you at